Welcome back to Festival Fishbowl, the Nothing Edition show. That's not true. That's not true. We have a great show coming up. This guy here, his name is Craig Egan. He runs comedy through the rest of the year. So if you're in Adelaide or you like looking at websites of things you can't go to, adelaidecomedy.com is where you find all the information.
Check him out.
How's Fringe been, man?
Fringe has been great.
You manage Runner Room. Is that what you do? Events?
Yeah, I guess so. Promoter, producer of all the stuff that we've got going on in our venues, Arkabar and Marion and the Rhino Room shows.
Oh, you did all them too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been happening in your Fringe? You've seemed happier, and you actually managed to take a few. We're not going to say what with, but you managed to take a few days off.
Let's say what it was. Room. Let's put it out there.
No, you don't have to.
No, it's happening. It's already happened. I tried to keep it a secret at the start because I got sick, and then everybody kept asking, why are you sick, Egan?
We care about you.
Because you care. And everybody's worried if it's contagious. Nobody wants to get sick, but it certainly wasn't contagious. Let's just put it this way. There's a lot of stress happening at the start of a festival, and I got bum lumps.
What is that?
I got hemorrhoids for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
Like you, Fringe. There's my fringery for this year.
You're getting old, man.
I'm getting
like an old man disease.
I know. What's going on with that?
What is it?
I had to waddle out of here one night.
Ew. And what happens? Is it like lumps of fluid?
Oh, do you really want to go into specific detail?
I really do.
All right. At one point, I was turning to my asshole and saying, you cannot close any further than you are trying to close right now. And what happens is, then you're trying to do that. Hey, I don't know if it was that bad. In fact, nothing came at it for a week. Why are we talking about this?
We don't have to. We don't have to. Let's. There's been, how many artists have you kind of looked after during the Fringe?
Wow, God, I reckon there was about 16, 17 acts here at Rhino Room. And then we did a whole bunch of preview shows and other little bits and pieces as well. Of course, the Festival Fishbowl's been happening here as well. That's its guy. Yeah, of course, the late shows as well, which we've had just about everybody from around the festival all come down and have some fun.
They're great.
They've been fun.
Yeah, Maz loves the late shows. He went up to Tom Green last night and told him he was shit.
No, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you. That was someone you were with, though. That was someone you brought to the late show, right?
Yeah.
He had a pretty big night last night.
Awesome.
And he didn't say he was shit. He said 70% of it was shit.
And Tom Green was really good. He's like, yeah, most people think that.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It's just great having, that's the great thing about the late shows is you just never know who's going to turn up. In fact, I don't know half the time either. I book half a late show and then have a few little gaps waiting just to see who's in the bar, and then quite often it'll get to about 11:15 and I go, I still don't have a show. And then somebody will rock in the door like Tom Green or Glenn Robbins popped in on the weekend.
Arch Barker came through, not even doing shows.
Coming down, you know, it was, it's been great. You know, they're the joyous moments because I'm just as much in the dark as the crowd is half the time as to who's actually going to be on the show. When I say surprise special guest, sometimes it's a surprise for me too.
Awesome. And so you've looked after a lot of people. Now, what's coming up? What happens after Fringe?
Well, we can take a 2-week break. So comedy does actually finish what the Fringe does for about 2 weeks. And then we're back on April the 2nd with 5 nights a week. Mondays here at the Rhino Room for open mic night. So if you want to get up, if you want to give it a shot of being a comedian, all you have to do is bring 3 friends down and you'll get 5 minutes on stage. There is Tuesday nights at the Arkabar. There's Wednesday nights at the Marion Hotel. Thursdays here for new material night, and Fridays at the Rhino Room, which is pretty much what the ad just said before this came out.
Yeah, I know. I just realised that as well. I was thinking, this is a bit redundant.
Yes.
That's all right. We have to fill.
We do indeed.
The chat room loves when you say Arkabar ha ha.
Arkabar ha ha.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, we were pretty chuffed when we came up with the name as well.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were recording the voiceover for that ad? The first. Yeah. No, it's quite a nice. I don't know if you've heard it. It's quite a nice. It's that kind of relaxed one you did.
Yeah.
But do Arkabar ha ha like you were gonna.
Like do the
like
the
a
nightclub
one.
MC.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get down to Arkabar ha ha.
Yeah. We had to do another take.
We had to do several.
Yeah. You were not in the mood.
I was still doing it like I was emceeing the Norwood Hotel back in 2001.
So often I'm going to start again.
Go for it.
We'll let that out. Often we have like festival Fringe flashbacks. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, absolutely. And they'll all be coming up. They'll be coming up in the next few weeks. So if you miss a Fringe show, especially from some of the local crew and possibly even from some of the people we'll have coming over, you might get another chance to see it in the next few weeks. So keep an eye on AdelaideComedy.com and we'll put them all up there.
And they're generally the most fun gigs.
They are, because everybody comes
stress.
out for them, and they've had the run to go through. So you know, it's the show's the best it's going to be as well, because you've been through all those night after night of 2 to 75 people, you know, depending on what night it is. But you played all the kinds of crowds, but then the whole Adelaide comedy community gets back together, and we all see it one more time.
There's a lot of your mates in the crowd too, because everyone's so busy during Fringe.
That's right.
And also they're here at Rhino Room, which is...
Well, I get to see him as well, because I barely get to see a thing during the Fringe. I think I've seen 4 shows.
What have you seen?
I saw the clown show, which I loved, spinning, whistling, wowing and skipping. And
there was big bubbles in the show.
There was more soap and even bigger bubbles.
You know, next year they wanted to get a world record
I know.
person inside a bubble.
How many people think they get in a bubble? I think it's
These bubbles are like this big.
Massive.
They're like
massive
hula
bubbles.
hoops they use as the... But they use a hula hoop. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I went and saw Lindsay Webb's show, and he was fantastic. Just one of the best comics I know. And then I saw...
Second best.
Except for his card. Then I saw, what was the other one? The Burlesque show, which is great, because it makes, when I watch that show, it turns Rhino Room into what I always kind of think it is, which is this old 1940s speakeasy, which is sexy.
Yeah, now is this their... Because they perform right here. Is this their, like, glitter and stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because there's these hearts and stuff and sequins and whatever.
Yeah.
And every day, hang on, let's see if we can do this. Every day we come in and these are on the floor. That's out of focus because our cameras actually have focus now. Oh! Man, they screen cap everything, I swear to God. We,
that one's going in.
I sneeze and there's like there's this cap of me going. You're very nice people. Hey, Mick. We got in. It's fine.
Hey, Meg.
Cool. So, Burlesque, and there was one more you said.
Yeah, I went to Bob Franklin's show, and, then, and he was brilliant as well. Beautiful show. And the rest of it's all just been late shows in the 360s and the other shows that I've put on. But I'm going to go over to Melbourne and spend a weekend there and just go and see a bunch of shows. Hell, novel in a festival.
Imagine.
That's amazing.
Weird. And so you're happy with how Fringe has gone?
Yeah, I'm really happy. It's been a wonderful experience. Blood, sweat, and tears, but you get to the end of it, and it's all worthwhile.
We haven't talked about your biggest project this Fringe.
What was it?
What's been the thing that you've spent the most time figuring out this Fringe?
Oh, yeah, how to reinvent the wheels of steel. I've been trying to figure out...
Egan loves technology, but
right.
he's shit with it.
Yeah. So that's why I ring him constantly going, how do I just make this work? I come up with the ideas, but I need you to make them work.
Yeah.
So I've got an iPad, and there's a new mixing app.
It's not you, it's just that you've only just got an iPad.
I've just found it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically you can mix and scratch off your iPad, and you can treat it exactly like a mixer. So the idea was to put it around on a little satchel and sort of walk around the dance floor and actually DJ from the dance floor. The idea was that no longer DJs would be above you, they would be there with you on the dance floor, and you can make requests and all that kind of stuff. It never really worked.
You got close.
We got so close.
And then apparently it doesn't work with other people in the room.
Other people in the room, which is really shit if you want to DJ a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just sit there and DJ in your room, but as soon as other people walk in and have
starts to
iPhones in
lag.
their pockets,
Yeah.
everything sucks. Aman!
A host is here.
Our co-host turned up.
Host is here.
Holy shit. All right. Well, Egan, we're going to play a game with you, man.
Excellent.
So here are your choices for games. We have Chalky Stab, Candy Challenge, Ski Pong, and Speed Jenga left. What tickled
Chalky
your
Stab, Speed Jenga.
fancy?
What was the other one? Ski Pong.
Can you not see? How old are
What's
you?
ski? Oh, I'm 75.
All right.
Ski Pong.
Ski Pong. All right.
Let's go Ski Pong. I don't know how to play this one.
Ski Pong.
Teach me, Johnny. Teach me.
All right. So you've seen beer pong.
Yes.
Right? Same kind of thing. You've just got, but it's like skee ball and beer pong. So you got to, instead of drinking, you just got to get numbers in the thing.
All right.
All right. You get 5 goes. Well, you get as many as you kind of need.
What do I just aim for it?
No, they've got to bounce on the floor first.
Oh,
and you get closer, otherwise they'll bounce out.
All right.
Get as close as you need because people suck at this one. And you're like notoriously unco too, hey?
Yeah, I have had no sporting prowess in my life.
Jesus! No, grab it! Oh God, it's gone.
That one's gone. This game's over from here on in. I've got one more to go.
All right, that's not bad. It's a 4.
Number 4. What are we going for? 10 and 8, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Grab it, grab it, grab it.
No!
Oh, you couldn't even catch it.
I couldn't even get it. 1, 2. Oh, one more shot.
Go further away and then more angle.
More
Bigger
angle.
bubbles. Oh, that's something.
I got 6.
No, keep going.
Oh, I still got another one. Another 4.
It's 4. 10.
10.
All right.
Is that any good?
That's all right. It's all right.
It's a great game.
Really?
No. It's the worst game I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, you should have seen Shit Bricks. So
Yeah.
good. All right. So, if you would like, have you? So, apart from show stuff, what other stuff? Any interesting things you've seen? There was a kangaroo dancing around some, like, actual. That's a weird example. Freaks and weirdos and other things.
Freaks and weirdos. This place is usually chock-a-block full of them. Freaks and weirdos. More often than not, it's me trying to be as freaky and weirdo as possibly can. Dressed in a suit, gold flame suit.
Yeah.
That's coming up, and that'll be back out on Saturday night for what is actually my 10th anniversary of running the Adelaide Comedy Gigs.
Ooh, that seems like nothing.
I love you, Johnny. Yeah, well, it's 2002. Justin Hamilton and Limo have been running the gigs for a couple of years, and then they had asked me if I wanted to take over the gigs, and that was at the end of the Fringe, and that's them trying to take them back.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just me being stupid. So you do have to commemorate this. You have an event.
Yeah, we have a hell of a party happening on Saturday night here after the late show finishes.
That'll be the last thing.
There's
no Rhino on Sunday, is there?
No Rhino on Sunday. We're all knocking off after that. So once the late show finishes, Dave Callan, DJ Ian, Felicity Ward, myself, Tim Witt and the Bottle Rocket DJs will all be up here on this stage DJing until about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll desperately try and get my dance floor DJ going, but it might have a cord attached to it, so please don't walk behind me. You'll die and kill the party.
The only problem is that when that happens, you don't get that.
Yeah, no. You can do that, I think, but... so yeah, come down and have some fun with us on Saturday night, and we'll close it all up, take a 2-week break, and we'll be back making you laugh all the way through the year after that.
All right, and who is coming up after April 2nd?
I don't know. I've been focusing on Fringe.
Okay.
I know that Lindsay Webb's coming back this year. There's talk of Mick Malloy coming after little chats with him. Nothing's booked in there yet. There's Fleety will be coming back. Jacques Barrett will be coming back, but there's a lot of work to do in between now and then. Also, we're going to be looking at coming out into the country areas this year as well. So we'll, if you live in a country town, look out for us. We'll come to a town near you.
Country town in SA. If you live like in Idaho, it's probably not
coming.
Gonna happen.
Not coming.
Excellent work. All right. Well, here's your scoreboard. This is how you did. You made the leaderboard.
I'm on it. Oh, that's
you
all
made
right.
the leaderboard.
That's all good.
David Ferrier has last shows this weekend. Liar, liar. It's a body language thing.
Right.
Interesting.
Nice. Good.
Cool. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Do I enjoy being here? My body language.
No, I don't know.
All right.
He's the expert,
right,
not
okay,
me.
Cool.
You should go and see a show.
All right, I will. No, I won't.
Please say Craig Egan. We're going to come back with something else. Maybe a co-host.